Hello everyone, Dr. Hassaan Tohid here. Today I am here to pay tribute to one of the legends, one of the greatest speakers of last century and also this century as well. I'm talking about the great Bob Proctor. Bob Proctor was a Canadian motivational speaker and trainer, and I heard about Bob Proctor in 2008. It's been 14 years of journey that I feel that I had an honor to know who Bob Proctor was through the video The Secret. Yes, that was August 2008. I still remember that was the first time I watched that video, Secret, The Secret. And that's where I saw who Bob Proctor was. And I started following him since then. And I have been continuously following and listening to Bob Proctor. I got this news of his demise this year, this month, February. He passed away on February the 3rd, and he was 88, 87 or 88 year old. And he has left behind a great legacy to talk about. I still remember when I used to drive and I had to drive for long hours. I used to play his videos on my cell phone while driving the car. And I used to listen to his webinars and so many things, whatever was available on YouTube at that time. And remember, at that time, I did not even have the unlimited data on my cell phone. So I was willing to pay for the data so that I could listen to Bob Proctor in my car. And he has left some great memories, some wonderful memories from 2016, and so many good things. My airplane flights, and because of the messages that he had given to us during the flight, I remember I was traveling from the US to Pakistan. I had a stay in Germany. At that time, I was thinking about what I learned from Bob Proctor. And if I just keep thinking about how much I remember, I have no words to tell you how much I admired the person, how much I listened to him, and that was a very sad moment for me when I heard about his death. Unfortunately, I never got a chance to meet with him physically, personally. I never got a chance, and I never thought that he would leave us. You know, we all never think that somebody we like and admire will leave the world, and this is the reality. We all have to die. Unfortunately, this is the harsh reality of life. And when he passed away, I just regretted that I never went to his seminar, live seminar. If I were ever be there at his seminar, I would have really thanked him, and I would have said, thank you, Bob, for your service, for everything that you have said, and for everything that I have learned from you. Now, let me tell you a few things that I learned from Bob Proctor. Who doesn't know about his philosophy of paradigm shift? If you know Bob Proctor, you know what paradigm shift is. And I have been listening to this paradigm shift. Whenever you play Bob Proctor's video, it's highly unlikely that you will not hear him talking about paradigm shift. So I started to study what did he mean by paradigm shift. He said that you learn a lot, you go to seminars, you go to webinars, but your life is not changing, your finance is not changing, your health is not changing. What is the issue? The issue is the paradigm shift. You haven't shifted your paradigm. So I started to study what he meant by paradigm, and different people have different views, but what I understood about the paradigm shift was that it was actually self-esteem. He actually meant the self-esteem and self-image. If you do not change your inside self-esteem, self-image about your own self, you cannot achieve success. So that was a great message, and I started to work on my paradigm. And Bob Proctor's message of paradigm shift always reminded to me that I need to shift my paradigm. Thank you, Bob. Second thing I learned from Bob Proctor was I never figured this out, that why I always had good relationships with certain friends, and with some friends I felt really awkward. I never enjoyed their company. I never understood that. Same thing happened with TV shows, or if I watched anyone or if I listened to anyone, sometimes I just enjoy some people, but some people were very difficult to tolerate. I never understood that, but Bob Proctor gave the answer to this question, that we have to be in harmony with people. So we automatically feel connected when we are in harmony with the person. That means we are in the same vibration as that person. And Bob Proctor used to talk about vibration so much. So I remember what he said. So I understood that actually the friends I connect very well with are in the same vibration as I am, and that's why we are in harmony. And that means we share the same thoughts, we share similar thoughts, we read similar books or same books, we have similar or same goals, and we have same ideology and same philosophy. That's why we tend to connect together very well, because we were in same vibration. And this principle applies today as well. And I knew at that time that There will be some people who will not remain in the same vibration as I was, because I was continuously growing. So I knew that I could only remain in vibration with people who were continuously growing. So that gave me a great lesson of life. And I think everyone should understand this lesson of vibration, that we tend to remain connected with people who are in harmony with us. That means we are in the same vibration with them. So that was a great lesson. The third thing I learned from Bob Proctor was that he used to talk about Think and Grow Rich, the book by Napoleon Hill. He used to talk about it so much, so many times. Think and grow rich, think and grow rich, think and grow rich. And he had been reading that book for so many years. He, in fact, carried the old copy of Think and Grow Rich with him most of the time. In many of his videos, you will see him carrying the book, the old book. So what does this teach us? This teaches us that you cannot remember everything that you read in a book. So you gotta continuously study certain books. If there is a book that is life-changing, you gotta become a lifelong student of this book, because you never know how much you miss while reading once or twice. You gotta continuously read and read and read. And Think and Grow Rich is a book that he recommended that we should keep reading as much as possible, because what we don't understand right now, but with the passage of time, when we grow, we will be able to understand the philosophy of the book. So when we grow, we understand more about the book. The last thing I can mention here today in this video is the time management philosophy that I learned from Bob Proctor. He mentioned in one of his videos that he was having a breakfast or lunch with the great Earl Nightingale, one of the motivations and inspirations I have, Earl Nightingale, who passed away in late 1980s. So yes, Bob Proctor was having this lunch or breakfast with the great Earl Nightingale, and he asked him that, Earl, how do you define time management? Earl replied to him, we don't manage time. We don't manage time, Bob. We manage the events and life. So that was a life-changing lesson for me, that we don't manage time. Time cannot be managed. We just manage our life. We just make our life discipline, and the time will be managed automatically. So these are some messages, some memorable messages that I learned from Bob, and I really admire Bob Proctor, and my prayers are with Bob's family and with you, Bob, and I hope to see you successful in the next journey as well, and my prayers are with you. Thank you.
So I started to study myself. I found most people don't know who they are. They really don't.
What do you mean? I mean, I know my name, I know my age, I know where I live.
Yeah, that's not
what
you,
else
though.
Is there?
You know, that's just
size,
it. If you ask the average person who they are, they'll give you their name. They'll say, I'm Bob Proctor, but I'm not. Bob and Proctor are two words. My parents give them to me. They're called names, but it's not me. It's my name. Then somebody will say, well, this is me, but this isn't me either. It's my body. Like, you never phone down here to the studio and say, body won't be in today, it's sick.
Okay.
You know, we don't say am hand or am leg. It's my hand, my leg, my body, my name. Who am I? Well, that's an interesting question. And I believe if a person will start to study that and look for the answer, they'll find it.